Oh, I did fix some microphone stuff too, by the way, based on feedback from Grumpy. Welcome in, King. Enjoy your lurk. Hmm. And Spotify audio is not working. I swear, sometimes I can do this a million times and it's still going to be wrong. Why? Why are you like this? How now, brown cow? Tell me why you hate what I do. All right. Okay. Maybe I got it working again. I don't know anymore. I'm so confused some days. Oh, that's why I need to turn it up there. Um, bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum. Just in case someone asks, I do like to have that at the ready because I do not always use the same playlist. My playlist can be wild sometimes. Chatbot, custom, not Discord, playlist. Where are you, my friend? There you are, friend. Yay! Here we go. Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum. Do I have a mixing bowl on this one? Answer is yes, I do. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. I need a brush. I don't need that brush. I may need this brush. Get my brush ready, my brush ready. And I need to like one thing on Instagram really quick. Yep, and the neighbor's dog is out again. Yay! Butter. I wanted to like something on the Instagrams. Like and message this person because they just liked my message. So guess what? They're gonna get a new message. And she's posting old content, or they're posting old content. No, they do like they. So confusing sometimes. So confusing sometimes. So confusing. My life does not go in the orders that I wish it would go in sometimes. All right, we're working on scales, wings, and goodbye. You are the weakest link, yeah? So my base color was cherry wood plus virgin grime. Grim. I said a word wrong once, and now I cannot unsay the word. Unsay the word. You can do it. I believe in you. Well, I'll get you for one. That's for dang sure. There we go. Get this good to go. I'm getting my paint nice and thin. So the color I was working with was trying to go for a coppery tone upon his scale. During one of my collab streams with Battle Ready and Laden Roses, we did this leg, this arm, base coated the entire thing. This leg down through there, not really worried about the inside, got the outside of the tail, and now we are working on the other part of the tail. And we need to do a Suzumi. Well, the cat's doing enough zoomies for all of us, though. That's for dang sure. And because I am feeling one way or the other, I decided to do all of these by hand instead of utilizing a dry brush. And the reason why it's today's project is because I need the slow and quiet monotony of it all. And I feel really terrible that I missed your stream, King. Apparently, I went into a new dimension of pissed off and completely forgot everything. Oh, something is outside right now that she does not like. I can tell already it's going to be one of those nights. I gotta remember to keep humming a little bit because it helps the YouTube not be angry. YouTube's always going to be angry, but you know, that's an attempt to compromise with it. Here we are compromising with inanimate objects sometimes just to or inanimate things just to have a good day. Ba, ba. Ba-da-ba, na, 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 na. Painting pagan. Like my post. Yay. Unscrew the top of the bottle and take a sip. That's what I meant to create earlier. Oh well. I always have tomorrow. Oh, I need to. I forget to do that sometimes. I need to have myself like a pre-stream checklist and set that aside and just have it at the ready. Did you feed the cat? Yes. Did you remember to grab your water? Yes. Did you remember to do a mic check? Yes. Were you recording last with the mic? Yes or no? If yes, remember to do these other things. Ba-da-da-da. You should really be drinking water. You haven't had enough today. That's for dang sure. YouTube did the thing where it wanted to stop for some weird reason. I don't understand. Actually, it's probably just my tablet. And some user setting I have on it. Maybe instead of getting angry at the inanimate object, you ought to have a conversation with it and understand what it's attempting to do or not do. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Okie dokie, sweetie. Keep it up. You're doing the best job possible protecting me right now. Boom, boom, boom. Do, do. I need to lower my desk. I have stood entirely way too much today. I should lower it. Be content. Hmm. I need to make a streamed up button similar to what the one day I hope to aspire to be grumpy. I don't really mean that out loud, but similar to what Grumpy Crane has done, because I find it to be a good thing. To remind people to drink water. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. This leather whip he's got is going to be interesting as well. I can already tell. We're not interested in that right now because we're working around the scales. Sometimes I feel like I should just randomly start spouting off Michael P. or hi, welcome into Paint the website Twitch channel. We're gonna today explore the world of glazing. Okay. It's perfect for daytime or playtime. Glazing is always an acceptable methodology for whatever you're working on. Oh, stretch. Start getting his kneecap. Oh, I can do the top of this claw too before I turn him. I can do his top paw. Be like, you want to pet that dog? You want to pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? I feel so sorry for lurkers that come in and wonder what the heck he's rambling about, but I don't ramble. It may not be a good day. Mm. Apparently, there is a fly in my room now. I am going to be very annoyed by this. Oh, I need to itch. Oh, stretch an itch. Stretch an itch, stretch an itch, stretch an itch. Take a moment, breathe, and remember you're doing what you really want to be doing right now, and that's having fun. Okay. Well, we've been running back and forth from the downstairs to the upstairs for a number of hours now. I'm assuming something goes out of sight. She's unable to find it, so she comes sprinting back into the room and jumps up on her little perch and looks back out the window to, I don't know, see what. Sweetie, 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 please, 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 please be careful where you're going and what you're doing. I'm not going to immediately squirt you off, but if you're going to be a nuisance, you know what you get. You know what's going to happen if you decide to be a nuisance, sweetie. Yep, that's her little nose right there. Guess who's decided to come give me a hand? Oops. Are we going to say hello tonight? Oh, are you going to say hello? Are you going to try to steal my brush? Or have you learned the brush? No, this is mine. This is mine. You know the rule. This is my brush, sweetheart. Hi. How are you feeling? Are you feeling extra sassy today? Are you a little bit more sassier than normal because the weather's turning? All kinds of weird weather patterns and we don't quite know what to do with ourselves? Is that why you're being sassy today? Hmm? I was just making sure of something really quick. Okay. So hello and welcome to another episode of Katra Helps Paint. She is currently taking up a solid quarter of my desk, or my painting area, I should say. Not my desk. I have a relatively large desk. Hello, sweetheart. Being really quiet right now and chill. I'm actually kind of surprised. Because you know I want to be chill right now. And I just kind of want to relax. Okay. Off you go again. Please feel free to come back and tell me about your adventures. I'm up for talking to you too, sweetie. It's just, right now, we got this little cutie guy in front of us. So, I'm definitely feeling more confident as I pick up and go around this guy with my color choices. This, the leg and the paw was quick. This is going to be quick. And then that kind of leads us to going up the head and up their face. So that'll be good. That'll be good for sure. Get his little kneecap all squared away. Be good to go. Yeah, I know, for sure. I am definitely going to have to go back in with a green line, though, and really darken up the shades of the recesses. So we'll see. Mm-hmm. So a lot of his face is going to be much brighter than what I have been doing. We'll get there eventually, but I'm still kind of pondering it internally a little bit with what I want to do with his, I guess, softer skin would be the way to say it. The non-scaly. Hello. Oh, I adjusted some mic properties, Layden. I'm not too loud, am I? Or too quiet? Bruh, amazing. Bruh. Uh, if you want, I'll send you the video. I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know it was that bad. I knew it was bad. I just didn't realize it was that bad. It wasn't until Grumpy popped me, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's you're fair for saying that, Grumpy. Thank you for that feedback." And I can turn away from my mic as well too, and you can still hear me. Um, so if you want, I will send you the video that I was following to help get all that stuff set up correctly. All right, I'm having a moment right now. I'm having me a moment. I got his cute little paw that I'm working on right now. He just wants to shake your hand. He just wants to give you a firm handshake and say, "Hello, would you like to come join us in Vault?" What would be a good Vault number? What would be a good vault number for him? It'd have to be one where they were doing experiments. Or one where they were thinking about doing experiments. So there's a lot of for the dark side of content creation, once again, we're going to go down this. So a lot of creators, well, that's right, you're using Streamlabs. It may not be fully compatible with your setup. Which is weird because Streamlabs is just freaking OBS on crack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But essentially, through an amazing amount of filters, you too can sound like a radio broadcast voice. Coming to you live from the painting desk, we have the Dungan. The Dungan. What do you mean you don't want to sound like you're from a broadcasting deck? And live on deck, next up, we have Vaughn coming up to bat. Hey there, Malty. How are you? I sound like a middle schooler at best. I did some things with my microphone yesterday and modified the sound so it's a little bit better. So you may not need to turn me like all the way up. I may sound like an adult now. Multi hit Super Saiyan. Why not? Multi could be Super Saiyan. Oh, you don't know. Outside of the purple and red voids, you too could be a Super Saiyan. I mean, Multi's always fun when he enters or they enter the chat. It's always fun to see my favorite and only shipbuilder that I know and see what project they're starting up next or how their games of Apex Legends went. Uh, will you be picking up and oh, congratulations on getting into silver. That is the Apex Legends is a first person shooter like Team Fortress, right? I've been so far out of the game, it's not even funny. Ah. Is it more Overwatchy? Or Overwatch like? Or should I just shut up and let you say? Because it's not, I know it's not a MOBA. Ah, okay. Oh, 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 hold on. We got a dad joke in chat because I can. I thought my wife was joking when she said she'd leave me if I didn't stop singing. I'm a believer. And then I saw her face. That's not the best one, Siri. Not the best one, Siri bot. We'll have to work on that. We'll have to hit that more frequently. And it's not a cash grab. That's a good thing, actually. Um, I know people. I mean, I've kind of fallen out of the shooter realm. You know, I've fallen out of the video game realm in general, but I know you enjoy it, and if you enjoy it, enjoy it. Yes, spoon handle. Oh, um, I'm assuming that Apex Legends does a uh, character releases kind of like they do in League. So you have different things coming up, and you have in-game points that you can buy things. Yeah, that was a really interesting. So, um, it was really interesting that model and seeing it take shape and form with League because you can rotate through your characters weekly or monthly, I assume. See, Layden, I don't have my email attached. I have this thing called Do Not Disturb that I set up because when I go to bed, I do not wish to be disturbed. And only my favorites get through, and my email is not on the favorite. Yeah. The phone was evil. Uh, ooh, three ship Damarat. So did you have the three ships come in the night? What are these three ships going to be, sir? I can go away for a little bit. Be a little bit more comfortable when I do work around this way. Prinzhugen, Skarnhorst, Trippets. Skarnhorst, my guy. Look, I had to type into Copilot how to pronounce a guy's name, and I said it like easily American. That's how. The eagle soars. Wow. I'm kidding. Um, Apparently, I didn't realize this, but my generation grew up without phonics and phonetics in schools as part of the teaching curriculum. So other languages and stuff like that sometimes be more complicated for me than I realize. And spelling is, to be fair, I'm an engineer, which means spelling is an option on the best of days. On the best of days, I can spell my name. Uh, so there's that. And then it's like trying to review something and you like look at it and you're like, is that spelled right? I think I was talking to a bridge engineer once upon a time. You know, we were talking about spelling and they ever go, you look at a set of plans, uh, and go, you think you misspelled the word and? I said, there's times I've looked at a set of plans and thought I misspelled the word of. Sorry, I wanted to put a little bit of line there so I could. Uh, but yeah, the your point, Layden, Spoon Handle followed me at 2 days ago. I have not seen them in chat or in. Well, you see, Malty, when you type in all capital letters and uh, you just get unsure of things, that's how. You become very self conscious of it sometimes. It was me. It was me very early on in my career that was concerned about it because it's one of those things where you're typing. Like when I started, I was using a very old software when I was new to the industry, that did not operate with spell check at all. So you had to be the spell check. The other part of it is that because you were typing in like such an old, like a really, I mean, it was really archaic then, formatting tool, you had to like look at it and you got cross-eyed because you're basically staring at stuff in Courier. And then as you're staring at stuff in Courier, you can't um quite get everything just right. So you just kind of like phase out. And then you have like a million other words that you have to spell out. And sometimes because you have to use engineering lingo or you're using acronyms, so there could be a FO acronym and you just not pay attention to it, kind of deal. So like you have to like actively engage your brain to think about it. Yeah. And it doesn't come naturally all the time. And then you read it and you go, oh, whoops. Engineering lingo. Please explain USA man. Oh, so lingo like I have so many acres that I need to drain, or I have an outfall called FO because for whatever reason I wanted F0 to be the outfall. So when you type in all capital letters, F0 looks like FO, and you meant to say of, and it really squirrels with your brain. For the longest time, I actually would skip the letter I in labeling drainage systems because I and one and the font choices that my client wants to use look very similar to each other. And if you weren't paying attention to it, you would think that I-1 meant 1-1. And then you go like review a summary quantities drawing where you listed out all of your structures and your inlets and stuff like that. And I-1 became I-1 did not match the plans. And sometimes reviewers would make comments saying, you have to change this so they don't match. Oh, really? I can melt your brain. I can melt it. You once asked me why I enjoy doing this hobby. And it's because I can shut off the very brain that's scarring you right now and just have fun and be relaxed while I do this. Work around and just highlight up and forget all about that stuff. Yeah. You did ask centuries ago, it feels like. Since then, I did not have 50 followers. Since then, I have slept, for sure. And then, since then, for sure, my wet palette appears to not be wet enough today. I am a fossil. I'm delicate like that. But I definitely needed to get the backside of his ear here. Because apparently the base coat was not wasn't all that well done. So, get it really quick. Yes, we begin slowly around. Working around the figure, highlighting up our scales. Love you too, Malty. Thank you for hanging out with me some days. It is always fun. Ba-da-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na. You are trying your best, and it is very early in the morning for you. Do you not? Do you actually don't have tests in the next morning? Ah, you are correct. It is the weekend. Okay, maybe I was in a new realm of pissed off today. I completely missed King Dixon's go live notice in Discord and on Twitch apparently earlier today. But I was specifically looking out for it. Living Behind Venus. It's actually the day past. It's the day past Valentine's Day. You can go to the store and find all the cheap chocolate. And because you are in the Deutschland, good sir, you can get all the really fancy stuff. Ba-da-da. Fancy. You don't want to go to Chocolat? I mean, to be fair, there's probably better tasting things in Germany than chocolate. Schnitzel, too. But schnitzel's more of a bread. That's right, schnitzel's a bread. No? Oh, please forgive me. I had a former partner that's their their mother was really glad that they did not get stuck stationed in the Air Force in Germany with them because of schnitzel, because it's readily available over there. That's why I was thinking about it. If I take a trip to another town here, and if I wanted, semi-authentic German cooking, I could pick up. Well, if I wanted authentic German cooking, I'm better off going up north to where I grew up in the Midwest. I don't know. Can we say you invented the hamburger? George Smots might have quite a bit to say on that. I mean, just because you're near Hamburg doesn't mean many things. Hmm. So the American take on the hamburger when it was really taking off was during the when the Industrial Revolution was going on and workers only had so much time to get lunch. So people would roll up with carts and sell what was called a hamburger on which was essentially a fried patty in deep fat with on a dinner roll, served with a little bit of onions and no condiments or cheese. Would not surprise me it was originally a German thing, though, or really a sailor's food that kind of comes out of different things. One of the reasons why Waffle House got its kickstart sometimes was uh, the original creators were ex-military and they wanted to get something close to the same kind of food going. Wasn't that downright neighborly of you? Stupid Ned Flanders being all sexy. Oh, my face is just itchy, 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 itchy. Oh, roll my sleeves down. It's getting chilly outside again. Oh, my face just gets randomly itchy at times. Um, apparently, I have all of the female red flags because I don't have a facial routine. So, because I don't moisturize and do all the things that you're supposed to do to take care of your skin, I now suffer for random itches. um, so the Japanese have a scrubbing pad that's like hyper like aggressive. Like the kind of pad that if you were diabetic, you can't use it kind of deal. Because if you break your skin, you're not going to stop because it's super abrasive. But it does a really great job of exfoliating. Because yeah. So I do need to go back and get some higher highs on this guy. Because the face is so expressive, I need to get it more expressed. Oh, really? Uh, yeah, it was a Amazon purchase I bought because I was talking to somebody and it popped up in my feed where I needed a new scrunchie, and I picked that up so I could use it because it helps. Oh wow, you did the bad. Uh, I sorry. I looked over at the so I have two chat windows open. One is from OBS. And it shows what gets deleted, but I frequently don't look at it all the time because I look over at the Twitch, the Stream Elements thing that I use. So sometimes I have to read twice. I'm glad to know that Nightbot's randomly moderating though still. It was probably because the word balls, which I should probably go correct because I don't find that to be a super offensive term. And if you manage to make it offensive, then I will personally reach over and click the not dealing with it button. because I can. Um, Sometimes I don't always go to that extreme with friends, just because I. So sometimes people would be like, "Oh, you do the same thing." I'm like, not always, not always, because there's limitations that I have with some things. Um, you never know the day. Like, there's a long time in my life, and constantly still is to this day. It feels like sometimes, uh, where no matter what I do, sometimes it feels like it's always on like the wrong. It's like the wrong time to do that. Like it's the wrong time to paint the underside of a desk or something along those lines. Uh, that's a Roseanne joke, by the way. Uh, so because of that, I've always been kind of gun shy away from doing stuff like that. So we had a work event where we had to have fun with the presentations, and we got to be like personal and personnel related with it. And I thought about making like a joke about the Federation because one of the things that they were talking about was like federated workflows and all that kind of stuff. Uh, where it was a very hot topic that they would frequently say in my, not my direct supervisor, but someone that I report to for some of the digital tasks that I manage. He's like, "Why didn't you do it?" I said, "Well, I've had a lot of mixed experiences about that stuff in the past. And because my experience have always been so mixed, I get kind of gun shy away from doing that. And the same thing comes with like humor, is that whenever it would happen to me, or I'd be on the receiving end of it, it's always like I literally have only X amount of time sometimes to do things. And now I've got to deal with this problem that I don't want to deal with. So it would be a very, 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 very rarely selected thing when I would consider doing something like that multi. Just because I've been hit so many times on like the I don't have all day to deal with that. So, uh, all right. So now we just need to introduce some cold yellow. And you can see how nice and like coppery he's coming out to be. It's not perfect copper, but I'm not also using a straight copper paint. I'm kind of happy with how he's looking. I'm making it much farther than I thought it was going to make it, that's for sure. Thank you. So I decided to kind of go around him in a non-metallic metal style and using copper as the base, or using copper tones, I guess you would say, really. Um, because I thought he'd be cute as a copper dragon or a metallic, like a. So from like Dungeons and Dragons lore, the metallic broods of dragons are always going to be like more friendly, and the copper dragon being like curious and interesting and wanting to be engaged in like societies and stuff like that. I thought he would be more fun as a copper dragon than a red dragon or a black dragon or anything like that. And it gives me a lot of time to play with non-metallic metal in terms of copper and work through color choices that way. So I will need to use a lot of green though and get it to go in between the scales a little bit more so you get more separation or a darker separation with like a different color than brown. That's a future me problem. Current me problem is having fun painting and being chatty. Because I also need to figure out what I want to do with this soft skin. You have a great night and a good time. Hope the frag's good for you, my friend. We will be streaming early tomorrow at 4 o'clock with friends. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. With Laden Roses once again and Battle Ready Miniatures. Thank you for stopping in and have fun. I believe Battle and Laden have found us a fourth for this Saturday. I look forward to meeting whomever it is. I think there was 3 contenders. And I am unsure who committed. Until we meet again, Malty, be safe. Did you roll a charisma check for it, Layden? Hello. Salutations. How are you, my sweet? Okay. That was quick. Is there like a easy button that you can hit really quick? Ah. What? I know, it was a bad day. Oh, it wasn't really that bad of a day. I got to have lunch with an old friend, which is always good. Oh. Okay. 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 It's all good. All good. Uh, hello. Calm down. What are you trying to literally do right now? Huh? Are you just like literally crawling up the back of my chair? I know you can make the leap. You've made the leap 1,000 times. Currently, right now, on the back of my chair, folks, we have Katra, the Watcher. She sits upon her perch and looks down upon me, the foolish human that uses their hands for something other than petting me. However, can I be this cruel? Mhm. Okay. That's definitely the best spot for you to be hanging out right now. I can't, sorry, I can't stand up right now. My cat is currently on the back of my chair, just perched in loaf mode. All right. And you're going to make the leap to the desk. Super safe there, sweetie. Oh, what, you think you go this way and you're okay? Yes, you sniffed the water bottle in defiance. Are you okay there? Like, you comfortable? Need me to get you something? Like, filet o fish? Hmm? How are you doing tonight, Layden? Yeah, that's my hand, sweetie. It's currently still not petting you. Okay, okay. That is the camera, and I'm not going to let you touch it. All right. So can I ask you what's up? Cat boops, for sure. Hey, all right. So how are you doing, nerd? Tell me. Uh, for the record, I refer to the cat as nerd sometimes. I'm feeling much better now that I got to paint and get away from my work laptop because it's currently not a positive thing. Hello. Yes, hello. Hello. Yes. Who's the pretty girl? Hmm? You the pretty girl? I know you want loafing and you want to be like the center of attention. I like that you're loafing. I like that you're hanging out with me. However, I do not like where you're hanging out currently. Can I convince you to relocate? Can I ask you politely? Hmm? 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 All right, well, I'm going to raise the desk and turn the fans off because, ooh, it's getting chilly. I know. You're going up all by yourself. Oh, what? Yeah, we are now elevated. To have an anti-fatigue mat too to stand on. Isn't this just convenient and nice? Oh, that's what I need to buy from the grocery store tomorrow. I need to see if I can get a plastic shower curtain that's clear. Yes, because I have to erect a wall because someone decides that the shelf should be played with. That is your tail, and that is the miniature you're flipping over. Okay, goodbye. This cat break was brought to you by Catro. Brum, 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 brum. So once again, we're going to return to his face, and we're going to start bringing it up slowly. Okay. Everything seems... I don't know why, but when I stand, I feel like my lights decide to go crazy. And it just like all of a sudden goes right in my eye, like right in the way. I'm like, this is not an acceptable solution. But kind of may just work on getting his face all squared away tonight. Just because I can. I don't have to work tomorrow. And this is kind of relaxing. Ba-da-ba-da. Hi. I did remember to move the desk or the chair further away from my desk, so she can't randomly like get on the chair and then like stretch her back out, stretch out and like grab me with her claws. Be like, "Excuse me, have you heard of our Lord and Savior?" Yelp. No, no. So we. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Yes, you are. You're a-okay, sweetie. I know you seem to think you're not, but you truly are. Um, hey, hey. Oh, it's okay. We're good. He decided to do a half gainer off the table really quick. You're okay. I will kick you out of this room, sweetie. Please chill out. Well, chill out. And we are still on for Saturday at 4 or 3 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Central for you, right, Layden? I haven't heard much from Battle this week. Much this week. Okay. Will you be there with bells on? Oh, I was just asking. Making conversation. I mean, you do you. You do you. If you so chose that's what you wanted to do, go for it. Oh, you're okay. I don't know why she's being so needy right now. You have food. I know you do. You have wet food that you ate. You have not rested and slept since then. You have decided to race up and down the stairs, jump up, spring up, do everything but lay down and sleep. Which is a bit concerning for me. Not that big of a concern. But there are times I do wonder, sweetie. Oh, if I get to see Zombie String tomorrow, I wonder how he did in Osaka. Curious how he did in the painting competition. Don't know why that stopped, but okay. Da-na-na, isn't he a cutie? Now that you can see his face, now that you can actually like see parts of his face, and he looks like he has depth and stuff. Um, I'm thinking I'm going to do his eyes in like an off-white with green irises and a little black dot inside. But yeah, now that you can see like the scales on his face and you can see like the depth of the guy, he looks like a copper dragon almost. Yeah, very dapper. Got his little paw out, ready to exchange, a firm, crisp handshake and sell you in a spot in a vault, or buy insurance, sell you insurance, or um, have an adventure of who done it. I need more cherry wood for sure. Check it out. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. One day only. You too can come see the monster cars. Grave Digger rises. Cats can see 6 times better in the dark than humans. Interesting. I also need to set up on my Stream Deck buttons for that so I can just push a button, get a cat joke, get a dad joke, or a cat fact. Won't that just be fancy? I do say, Cletus, that would be rather fancy. And I'm working up copperwood on the bottom side of his face. Because that's part of the question that I'm having with myself right now as I'm working around him. Um, what do I want to do for like the soft bits of his skin? I'm thinking I want to use like a Caucasian skin or a skin tone to actually bring like warmth into the fleshy bits or the flesher bits of him. Uh, so he doesn't appear all that cold-hearted or cold-blooded, I guess you would say. I guess you could say, really. Also, have you seen Battle Ready lately? I haven't seen him today. Okay. I I just try to keep not both eyes out, but I do try to keep an eye out for the chap. I know he bought a weed eater recently, and he was cleaning up a yard, so we're cleaning up their yard. Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. Oh yeah. I need to make that. I think I'm going to change up the logo a little bit. Instead of having a synthwave background, I was thinking about doing a pride flag on the background of where my little AI generated character hangs out. Or I guess I could ask AI to see if I can generate a synthwave pride flag, but that might be weird. That might not end the way I want it to end. But it's not worth it. I mean, I can always ask. The music today is Studio Ghibli. It is a Studio Ghibli playlist for lo-fi. I used to have a partner that enjoyed Studio Ghibli, so I would often have it up. Partner left, music stayed. I actually find it kind of relaxing to work when I'm working around some of these simple things. Just to kind of, I mean, it's not a zone out kind of deal, but it's definitely a relaxing thing to do. So I would. Um, there was an episode late last year of Critical Role, but early, or I'm in January of last year. Because I used to watch it while I was painting, because it could be background noise, and well, I'm glad they do it in person and they pre-record all that stuff. Uh, oh, hold on. I will find his name and send it to you. Oh, there it is right there. Dustin Penzino. One second. Calm down, sweetie. But I was walking around a convention and I saw that. So he did like the main character and then had a little icon at the bottom for what it was referencing. Yeah. I finally have. um, So I finally bought a bunch of frames for my office. To hang up, because if you take a look at the short that one of the very first shorts that I posted a while back, it had it has a shot of my office and calm down. You're not getting in there. Um, and one of the shots in the office shows uh the I guess you would say the welcome back, Multi. Are you waiting for your non-silver match to start? They're not up late. They're starting early. Dark Souls 3. Um, were you an Elden Ring player at all, Multi? I want to do this on this side because I'll help smooth out that ear a bit more. She's down there. Uh, yeah, I have a lot of wall decor. DS3, DS2, and then Elden Ring, maybe. Every time I start playing Elden Ring, I get to a certain spot and then I just like put it down because for whatever reason I just put it down. Um, I've made it through Stormvale Castle once, restarted the game, and was trying to play a different kind of confessor build, and then got to a certain spot, put it down, and was like, I want to start painting again. And then as I started painting, I'm like, this is boring to do alone. You know what would be a wise idea? Let's record all of our mistakes. And display them for all. So I do. Um, but I was doing a faith build in my last attempt at Elden Ring, and I had just finished beating out one of the early Crucible Knights, and I just decided, nope, I'm gonna put it down here. I'm like, okay. So we work our way around, and we work our way around more and more. I'm still pondering what I want to do for like the soft skin. I'm thinking I want to use like a Caucasian skin and use that to kind of help highlight up and get it to where I want it to go. Because that would also help with the wing ribs as well. Or the webbing, I guess you would say. For his little dragony wings. I haven't developed yet. Yes, thank you. I have like really cute wall decor. It was a one artist I usually find at a convention. He does black and white stencil kind of art and did shadow boxes for a long time and got out of doing shadow boxes, but still did half shadow boxes, I guess you would say, or wouldn't do like full shadow boxes. Just did like negative, I guess you would call it art. He did the Vivi, and above my bed sits the Cheshire Cat. So, but another one was a newcomer, which did like small, cute dragons and dice. So, I've got a spicy picante wyvern and a Magnus dragon hanging out near me. Give me 1 second, I can reach and grab those because they're not fixed to the wall. That guy kind of hangs up on my wall. But, I mean, to be fair, he does deserve to be close because I am mischief and chaos incarnate. So he was actually a newer vendor recently at the convention I go to. Um, and I got to talking to him and realized that the guy that used to run the vendor hall finally gave it up and got out of the business. Like, think all that is holy on that one. And praise every ceiling cat you can find. Oh, yes. You can feel free to post all your pet pics. Um, that is not exclusively Catra at all, in any way, shape, or form. Um, I'm just Catra's only there because, well, it's Catra. Yeah, she she hangs out there a lot because, well, it's the only pet that I have. Just exploring around in Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls, I'm trying to remember about it. I don't remember all that much about Dark Souls 3, to be honest with you. Actually, for most Soulsborne's games, I don't usually interact with them that much. Elden Ring was the only one for whatever reason that caught my attention and made me want to interact with it. But yes, uh, it's not meant to be exclusively Catcher, and as the community grows, I hope that we get more cute animals because cute animals are always required. But Dark Souls 3, that was kind of technically a giant like castle that you were basically exploring the entire time, if I remember correctly. Or they all are? I don't know. Mm-hmm. I think tomorrow for stand frame, I'm going to work on the sirens and have fun working around all those ladies and see if I can get them wrapped up. Because there isn't a whole lot more to do on them. It's just dedicating myself to doing it. Good evening, Kittler. How are you? In ancient Egypt, mummies were made of cats and embalmed mice were placed with them in their tombs. In one ancient city, over 3,000 cat mummies were found. Interesting. I believe that is what created the mummy brown color. But fair and well evening to you, Kittler. How are you on this fine Friday? I hope it finds you well and warm. Okay. Now we're off to the races again, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah. It was zombies. Or it was mummies. And it was cats and actual human beings that they used to create that paint. A lot of the old oils actually still used what they said they were uh, in the creation of them. So, yeah. It's not a wise idea to always lick your brush now. Never was, but if we were using those kinds of colors back on the day, it was rutro. I think that's part of why the Egyptian government got so pissed at people because they were. Aw, snap. Yeah, it did have a top tier smell apparently. Um, I will check out the babies later, lady. And as in babies, I mean animals, not actual babies. Maybe one day we can get a picture of Sniff and Piss in there. Um, but yeah. Yeah. How fare thee, Giltler? How fare thee? It has been some time. I have made some improvements. I did modify my mic, so I'm a lot louder now, and I'm at a normal speaking voice, and people aren't like, dude, I have to turn your ass way the fuck up just to hear you. I had a day where I hit a serious fuck it button, so I am just working on this guy right now to have kind of like that slow chill into the weekend. It's supposed to rain all weekend, so I will not be cooking outside, or I will not be running the smoker. The mic to music ratio is fantastic. Ooh, fantastic from Kittler. I'm gonna have to like write that down in my journal. Dear Diary, Kittler was nice to me today. Mic to music is fantastic. Very important to keep positive things around you at all times. All right. So his head looks much brighter than the rest of his body, and that's okay because it should be because it's standing at nearest the sun. Huzzah! Light theory. It's not perfect, but it's getting better. Oh, Layden, I might have enabled this create a clip thing if on my side if you were curious. The ability to create a clip. It might be enabled. Malty, get some rest. You have a beautiful day tomorrow ahead of you, dying in Dark Souls 3. Well, I mean, you can die in Dark Souls 2, whatever you want to die in. I don't really care. It's your choice. You're more than welcome to stay, Malty. You're more than welcome to stay. Where the eagles roam free, the cat is doing whatever the fuck she's doing. It all becomes morning, it all becomes night. Who really knows? Who really cares? We got this little cutie guy that is feeling much better right now. I do want some of my cherry wood and the danger must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing. Is it moving? What is it? Are we moving forwards or backwards? I cannot tell. Alright, so its eyes are getting squared away. I want some darker shade to get underneath his skin that I just totally would when I press first base. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. When they're going through the tunnel, The danger must be rising, for the rowers keep on rowing. Around and round we go. I like trying to remember parts of the amble that Gene Wilder was giving as he was talking about as they were going through the tunnel. I mean, it's always fun when you have. I mean, I personally don't like sleeping through the day. It's just not my cup of tea because I feel like I miss too much, or I don't get to be as productive as I want to be through the day. It's always busy. Because the weekends are only the days that I get to work on stuff. Like I get my own personal time to catch up on laundry, uh, run around to the grocery stores, prep out what I want to plan for meals this week. Okay, I need some Caucasian skin. It is a good amount of things to do. Malty is a little bit on the younger side, if I'm not mistaken. It definitely won't be this weekend because this weekend it's going to be well, it's going to be raining. We're supposed to have a cold spike move through. Oh my god, Layden, we've had this conversation. We've had this conversation where we need the next person to be about 20 years younger. We have a well established pathology going here. Yes, I'm aware. I totally butchered that word. Thank you. Oh my god. Uh, so multi the streaming crew on Saturday is myself, Battle Ready, and Layden Roses. Battle Ready graduated high school in 1977. Yeah, 1977. I graduated high school in 2000, and Layden Roses graduated in 2014. High school is an American term for something close to primary school for you, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to use Caucasian skin with our cherry wood and grim mixture to create a warmer undertone, I guess you could say, or a warmer bit for what would not be considered scale. Is this the right thing to do? I have no freaking clue. Oh, this weekend will be no painting of the Meadskittler, because it's going to be raining all day. or it's supposed to be like nasty and cold and raining. And I was really frustrated about it when I was at the meat market because we were complaining about it. We were all complaining about it. And I was like, I don't feel like getting a tent out to protect my smoker. So I will be inside, and I'm probably going to do pork chops again. That's a lot of German malty, and I'm not sure. Uh, but to the conversation that we were considering how much. Well, that's your old age showing there, Layden. That's the old age. It's German with an accent, just written. Uh, I think it's starting to kind of inform me that this may or may not be the right choice. Give me a second. Because you can definitely read his face a lot better now. Um, I would have to translate to confirm it, but I'm not sure. What do we got for a dad joke? Why did the man run around his bed? Because he was trying to catch up on his sleep. Why did Malty run around the bed? Because he was trying to catch up on his sleep. I have that guy set to uh, broadcaster only right now. I may include him in the channel reward points for watching later on. Whenever they become available to me. Um, have you considered trying to trap your sleep paralysis demon with cookies and a bedtime story? Brr. Oh, hold on. For you, lady. Dun, dun. Mm-hmm. She's hanging out and she's starting to chill out a little bit. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Um, I actually don't mind oatmeal raisin cookies when it's in granola. I'll be honest with you. I really like it then. And I don't actually mind oatmeal raisin cookies all that much. I do like them. I know it's weird to say, but they are good cookies to have. need to bring it up the snoot more. That would help. Yeah, I'll be weird about oatmeal raisin cookies. I find them to be delicious and interesting because you can really spice them up, um, and they can be different and flavorful. Are you eating raw pork, or is that another Austrian thing? I want to glaze in. What's got you in such a mood right now, sweetie? Now, be careful. You can stay over there. I promise you're okay over there. Oh, yeah. She is very much, um, I think partly why she's being so not needy, but rambunctious sometimes is that she's kind of picking up on my stress a little bit. And when I hit those high stress days, Zakari, Sukri, uh, ah, okay. That's what it, I mean, I'm not much, so I do like experimenting with different types of foods. Sometimes I get kind of weirded out. Um, Mexican cooking and raising of a tongue, of beef tongue specifically, used to give me the squigs and really bother me. Uh, um, but as I've learned to cook differently and cook better than what my, growing up I ate, I actually kind of find myself wanting to try some of that stuff a little bit more frequently now. Just because it's always different when you can make it rather than when it is like you go to the hole in wall Mexican joint and they're like, yeah, it's beef tongue, and you're like, no. Get some sleep, Sarah. Enjoy your evening. May your sleep paralysis demon run from you. Mm-hmm. I should probably start calling it quits too. But I kind of want to get his face squared away first because I started it and I want to keep going with it until I get it fully squared away. I almost feel like I need to color in his eyeball, or their eyeballs, really, um, just so I stop messing with the face a little bit because I feel like it's out of balance with everything else right now. But I think that's kind of where I want to go with it. You like that message, Layden? It's gonna bother me. I gotta do it really quick. I have to do it. I need an off white. Or actually, you're okay. I know you are. Ba-da-ba-ba. Someone texted me and I cannot respond to their text. What you doing there, nerd? Oh. You're okay. Oh, goody. We get fireworks tonight. Hey. What you doing, nerd? What? What? Are you telling me it's done? Are you telling me it is time to call it quits for the evening? Hmm? Hmm? Are you informing me, little missy, that it is time to call it quits? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay, I agree too. For those that are unaware or can't see, I got little fuzzy ears, and someone wants their treats and they want me to call it an evening for the night. So, I shall return tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to do the Stay in Frame stream with the lovely Laden Roses, Battle Ready Miniatures, and potentially a fourth. We encourage you all to come hang out, laugh, joke, and you have the ability to make multiple clips from my channel, Battle Ready's channel, and we will see what happens. So let us enjoy. Do what we can to be good. Pet a kitty, keep her brush sharp, and paint some goofy eyes. Good nights.